You have undoubtedly seen some unrest in the crypto industry, even if you don't live and breathe it. The instability is evident in the attention-grabbing stories about missing apps and collapsing stablecoins. But what is happening? Why did the cryptocurrency market crash? Slowly at first, then all at once like so many other things. Consider Bitcoin, the first cryptocurrency, which accounts for nearly a third of the market's value. Since the end of March, the price of a single Bitcoin has been steadily declining, along with a general downturn in the technology industry. That makes sense since, like buying any other tech stock, investing in Bitcoin is essentially a wager on the prospect of greater technical change. The whole industry started declining due to rising inflation, stifling post-pandemic growth on both sides of the Atlantic, and a nebulous perception that excessive exuberance had resulted in overvaluation of IT in general over the previous years. The dam eventually burst in early May. It decreased faster in a week than it had in the month before. This was due to the disastrous failure of Terra, which had previously been valued at more than $50 billion, but ended the week almost worthless. Other cryptocurrencies also lost value at the same time Terra did. Investors first saw comparable projects' prices fall out of concern that they might follow. Later, the whole industry was engulfed in panic, and even comparably high-profile tokens, like Bitcoin itself, fell in value. It took until mid-May for the drop to end, and while the market has since stabilized somewhat, there are no signs that it will soon climb back to its previous month's highs. According to one top executive, a crypto winter might be upon us. The pessimists believe that this is the beginning of the end. Was the drop in demand connected to the upheaval in the general economy? Probably. High inflation undermining the attraction of high growth, low profit investments, and a slew of painful admissions from the major corporations created fundamental concerns about the limitations to their prospective expansion. Fans of Bitcoin may push the idea that their currency is kind of digital gold, with a finite supply that makes it an efficient inflation hedge. However, in reality, the chance for a digital revolution decreases as economic prospects worsen, inflation increases, and Bitcoin prices plummet. Does this imply that the supporting technology is also flawed? The blockchain idea, a decentralized ledger that monitors ownership of digital assets without giving any one person or organization authority over the network, is the key innovation that underpins everything in the cryptocurrency sector. Other common features include the use of cryptographic wallets, which allow assets to be held in a way that prevents any transactions without the secret key of the account holder, and proof of work, a method of securing a blockchain by requiring enormous amounts of energy to be burned every second to dissuade attackers from trying to break the system economically. In different ways, each of those technologies has faced criticism. For instance, proof of work is to blame for the astounding carbon footprint of the Bitcoin network, which is equal to that of the entire country of Thailand. Meanwhile, the blockchain itself serves as little more than a painfully slow and ineffective database in any situation where decentralization isn't the primary benefit. But in other situations, these technologies continue to be extraordinarily potent. When there is no centralized entity to police the laws, any circumstance where a government may try to halt economic activity, for example, becomes considerably more challenging to enforce. There may be campaigners seeking financing to advance democracy in nations with strict capital controls and ransomware dealers extorting money from hospitals and schools in countries lacking extradition treaties. Will the cryptocurrency crisis affect traditional banking institutions in any way? Well, it appears improbable right now. When traditional financial institutions ventured into the cryptocurrency space, they did so cautiously and considered it an investment opportunity with a correspondingly high level of risk. Even if the entire industry vanished overnight, there would be few opportunities for contagion. Investors in venture capital funds like Andreessen Horowitz's recent $4.5 billion round of investment in cryptocurrency companies would lose everything. But systemic effects would be highly unlikely. However, the knock-on effect would have a significant negative impact on some conventional stocks. But even if it doesn't result in a moment of bank failure, the crypto economy is still worth more than $1 trillion, and losing that much money doesn't happen without having a significant negative impact on the real world. It may start or intensify a recession or trigger another wave of more common issues like bankruptcies, foreclosures on homes, and insolvencies. So, can cryptocurrencies make a comeback? The crypto industry has already endured disasters. Yes, it's horrible. But winter precedes spring, which spurred the most recent discussion about us entering a crypto winter. Investors are urged to wait for the market to defrost and sit this one out. However, the possibility that things may change henceforth is common for pessimism. In general, the growth of the cryptocurrency industry has come from attracting ever larger numbers of new users. However, this most recent bust can be so significant and pervasive that it will be challenging to acquire any new clients. And soon, those who save their funds in cryptocurrencies will have to sell to pay their real-world costs. But they won't know who to sell to. The urge to purchase the next time around will be little if every developed country loses money in the crypto meltdown or knows someone who did. However, the effort to create consumer goods continues in the interim. Perhaps someone will have created a play-to-earn game that is genuinely entertaining or an NFT that millions of people would like to acquire. In any case, the time is running out. That's all from this video. Which direction do you think the markets will take in the following days? See you in the following video. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and turn on the post notification bell.